The discipline formula that nobody teaches. Everyone talks about motivation, but motivation is fleeting. It burns bright, then dies fast. Discipline is different. Discipline is the fire that keeps burning, long after the motivation fades. And yet, few people ever master it, because they've never learned the formula. So today, we're uncovering 12 timeless formulas for discipline, drawn from Stoics, warriors, and philosophers who lived and died by them. Formula 1, pain plus purpose equals power. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Every disciplined person understands this. Pain is not your enemy, it's your forge. Spartans trained in freezing rivers, fasting warriors endured hunger, and monks sat in stillness for hours, not because they enjoyed suffering, but because they found purpose inside it. The formula is simple. Don't run from pain, run toward it with purpose. Ask yourself, how can this discomfort shape me? That's where discipline begins. 2. Desire minus distraction equals focus. Epictetus said, "If you wish to be good, first believe that you are bad." He meant that to improve, you must first notice your distractions, the phone, the comfort, the noise. The modern world profits from your attention, but the disciplined man protects it. Leonardo da Vinci would disappear for days, painting in silence because focus was his edge. Discipline is not willpower, it's environmental design. Remove the distractions and desire sharpens into focus. 3. Repetition multiplied by reflection equals mastery. Bruce Lee said, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." But repetition without reflection is just motion. True mastery comes when every rep is examined. When you study your mistakes, refine your method, and adapt your mind. That's why Stoics journaled daily. Marcus Aurelius used his meditations not as philosophy for others, but therapy for himself. Discipline is self-observation repeated until growth becomes instinct. 4. Routine plus ritual equals momentum. The samurai of old Japan lived by ritual. Each morning they cleaned their sword, prepared their armor, and meditated, not out of vanity but precision. Rituals transform ordinary actions into sacred ones. Modern discipline is no different. Whether it's your morning routine, your workout, or your journaling, treat it like a ritual. Because when you make your habits sacred, they stop relying on mood. They run on momentum. 5. Expectation divided by emotion equals control. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Discipline is emotional regulation, knowing that your reaction matters more than the situation. When things go wrong, the weak man panics. The Stoic pauses. Marcus Aurelius faced betrayal, plague, and war, and yet ruled calmly because he trained his mind to expect chaos. The formula is simple. Lower emotional reactivity, raise mental control. That's true strength. 6. Small wins plus consistency equals greatness. Discipline doesn't happen in one heroic act. It's built from microscopic victories. Alexander the Great conquered empires not in a day, but through daily marching, relentless discipline, and constant training. Every small win compounds into identity. You don't need to be perfect today. You just need to show up and let time multiply the effort. 7. Reflection multiplied by reality equals self-honesty. Socrates said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." Most people can't stay disciplined because they lie to themselves about their effort, their excuses, their habits. Stoicism teaches truth first, improvement second. Each night, Seneca would review his day, asking, "What did I do well? What could I have done better?" The man who reflects daily learns faster than the one who drifts weakly. Discipline begins when excuses end. 8. Accountability plus integrity equals reliability. The Roman general Scipio Africanus, who defeated Hannibal, was known for one thing above all. He kept his word. Discipline isn't just internal, it's external trust. When you tell yourself you'll wake early, and you do, You build a contract with your own mind. Break that contract often enough and your brain stops believing you. Keep it, and you become unstoppable. 9. Silence plus solitude equals strength. The Stoics, samurai, and monks all shared one thing. They valued solitude. Marcus Aurelius called it retreating into the self. Modern men fear silence because it exposes their chaos. But silence is where you reset your compass. The formula: reduce noise, increase stillness, and watch your focus sharpen. A man who can sit alone in peace is already powerful. 10. Vision minus validation equals freedom. Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. A disciplined man doesn't chase validation. He chases alignment. He doesn't need to post his grind. He doesn't crave applause. Napoleon once said he trained himself to feed on criticism. You free yourself when your vision stops depending on others' approval. That's where real freedom and real discipline begins. 11. Service multiplied by strength equals purpose. The Stoics never saw discipline as self-centered. Marcus Aurelius saw his discipline as service to his people, his family, and humanity itself. True strength is never just about control. It's about contribution. Discipline is how you prepare yourself to be useful. When you serve something larger than yourself, the hard days become meaningful. 12. Mindset plus time equals destiny. Every philosopher, from Aristotle to Nietzsche, agreed on one thing: discipline creates destiny. Because the habits you repeat become the life you live. Your body is shaped by your actions. Your mind is shaped by your thoughts. If you master your discipline, you master your future. The formula is simple. Your mindset, multiplied by time, becomes your fate. The truth is, there's no secret shortcut. Discipline isn't a hack. It's a lifestyle. And once you live by these 12 formulas, you'll see that every success, every transformation, every achievement was never luck. It was discipline disguised as destiny. If this video gave you something to think about, help us grow this channel. Every like, comment, and subscription helps us bring philosophy and Stoic wisdom to more people. Subscribe to join a community of thinkers, warriors, and builders. People using ancient wisdom to become unbreakable in the modern world. Join the calmers now, and we can walk this path together.